6, and it's another super speedway. Welcome everybody to Pensacola International Speedway, I think it's called. Yeah, you got it right. On the pole will be Hunter Kiro alongside Dominic Cousins. Wow, Ford's actually taking up the first 4 spots with Jackie Tang Racing teammates Julian Nguyen and Jackie Tang in the second row. Mullen, Onesto, Bourne, Lamas, Bishop, Marks, Lionheart, Bledsoe, Gorman, Corbett, and Riles, your top 15. Of course, last week, Kiro not only led a decent portion of the last little bit of the race, but also did not make a single pit stop that entire race. It was a caution-free event, very rare for a short track. Of course, we go from one of the shortest tracks on schedule to one of the largest, 3 miles long. This course is, as Yoda would say. So, I guess without further ado, we can go ahead and get this race going here. Of course, unlike last week where I had to try twice just to make the start of the race, this week we should just cut in early. 90 miles an hour is the pace speed here because of how large the track is. Normally it would be like 80 miles an hour. Actually, it would be 80 at Rookie Raceway. It would be 85 at like Talladega or something. Off of turn number 4. Pace car is off. And the green flag is out. We are underway at Pensacola. Kiro out in front already. Julian Nguyen getting a push from John Mullen though. Is already the 3 wide farther out in the back of the middle field really, as both Alan Bledsoe and Chase Marks get shoved up to the outside. Oh my god, I have only 8 frames a second according to Fraps right now. Mullen is going to try and take second. He's going to go for the lead, though, as Hunter's left the bottom open. That's a big no-no in super speedway racing. Quick Bourne up to 3rd. This track is very wide. In fact, it's wider than Talladega. In fact, I think they're already 4 wide farther back in the field. They are. Ooh, I think Chase Marks and Merrick Ishtar almost made contact there. Oh, and speaking of contact, that causes a huge wreck in turn 1. Oh, Jesse Dolan hard into the back end of the 99 Corvette. Crago's involved. Steelman involved as well. Bledsoe's in there. One car sitting on the apron. That is the pace car, actually. This is the race back to the yellow flag. Bishop had the lead, but Riles was able to get to the inside before the corner. Once these guys get a rack around, it looks like all 3 of the RAGE racing vehicles involved. Jennifer Lacey is going to try and make it 3 wide at the caution. Does not pass anybody, unfortunately. Alright. Riles does indeed hold off Bishop by the looks of it. Actually, Riles was out front by nearly a full car length. Or not full car length, but like, he was actually, whatever. Alright, Alright, so it happened between when we got 4 wide. Good shot. Well, then you gotta use the nighttime track, so anyways. So they make contact right there, going into turn 1. They get into Corbett. Ooh, Onesto involved. Corbett on 2 wheels. Hard impact for him. Ishtar, no steering, gets turns down right into his teammate Joshua Michaels, who's also his team owner actually. Craigo woed up, trying to avoid him, then gets run into from behind by Bledsoe. Ooh, Craigo hard hit into the outside wall there. And the Max slid down into by Bledsoe. Was there any more action on the top? Let's find out. Oh, Bledsoe was already in the wreck by the looks of it. Let's see, who hit Bledsoe? That was Dalton that hit. Of course, Corbett Corbett just slides down right in front of Dalton, nowhere to go. Ravenhurst, I think, got a little bit of damage. 4 of Legacy got a little bit of damage. Steelman just gets pulted around by Dalton's spinning car. I don't think Ray Takeda actually made contact with anybody. Spencer made contact with anybody, or was he not involved either? Spencer did a great job of getting his car slowed up. Takeda, I actually think, also did a great job of slowing up her car. I don't think she actually made contact with Dalton at all. No, she didn't. Spencer gets another piece of Dalton. So yeah, that was the wreck. Alright then. As looks like Bishop, Gorman, a whole bunch of people did not come down pit road. Bishop, Vaughn, Mahari, Tang, Mullen, Gorman did not pit. I think Riles was the first car to come off the pit road. I could be wrong about that. Or Riles just had a very slow stop. Let's actually find out. It's the one to go. It's not one to go yet. Interesting. A lot of smoke from the 99 at Corbett. I don't know why pit road was opened when you have a car spilling oil. And oh no, everybody came down pit road. Riles just had a slow stop. Literally everybody came down pit road. Steelman also laying down oil. The 90 to Max laying down oil. So car is out of the race early in this one. Bledsoe, Dalton, Corbett, Craigo, Spencer, DeMax, Steelman, Marks, Kita, Onesto, Michaels, all out already in this race as Zimmerman and Lamas are still on pit road. Alright then. We are getting the one to go signals this time by. So only 27 drivers on track right now, as Zimmerman's car is having a seizure. I think Lamas' car has the hood up as well, the crew. Pace car is going to pull off, as we get a better angle of the restart. Apparently the smaller's on the thing there. As green flag is back out. Let's try this again, boys. Oh yeah, this race is 67 laps, by the way, in case you didn't see the ticker on the top of the screen. Probably look at that too. Alright. As the much smaller field now races through the second turn onto the back straightaway. Mullen now to the inside of Mahari. So they go down the back straightaway. Can Mullen get to Bishop's inside? He will. Of course, as I'm watching the AI cars, I can already tell there's problems with the LP lines. Like, you are supposed to take the bottommost lane around the corners if you don't want to be passed in a super speedway. But apparently the AI cars don't want to do that because they rather take the middle. As Mullen leads the lap. Oh, Long's just left pit road. Zimmerman's car still having a seizure on pit road. As Mullen actually takes the bottom lane in turns 1 and 2. I doubt he'll do that in turn 3 and 4 with the way the LP lines are. As it looks like Bishop now is going to try and get to the inside of Mullen. He will. That's actually a legitimate pass there, not just the AI cars being stupid. 3 wide now for third. Although, to be fair, this is an awesome track. Yeah, the AI don't run the way they're technically supposed to, but it's still an awesome track, so if the person who made or the person who is from ATP, don't be discouraged. It's just the AI are supposed to race a little smarter than this. Speaking of racing smarter, Mullen has pulled out a huge lead. That might, if assuming drivers get a huge draft, might allow him to be passed much more easily. So he'll be a little bit slower than the draft is now. 13 of Mark Boston tries to get third away from Tang and will easily do it. Now looks to take second. Okay, and that has help, or he has help from Lionheart. Last week's winner and pole sitter, Hunter Kiro now working his way back up to the front. He's gonna go he's gonna try and be one of the first people to get 2 wins this season. For the lead, here comes Lionheart now. We're working to complete lap 10. Wow, already lap 10. Holy crap. These guys are running in excess of 200 miles an hour, so. Down the back straightaway they go. Here comes Hunter Kiro now. Will he make it 3 wide for the lead? Here comes Tang all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. Kiro blocks, and Lionheart tries to block Kiro, but Kiro gets to the inside first. 3 wide for the lead. Actually, which race knocked out from that big wreck? Let's see. Kiro's gonna lead the lap, maybe? Yes. There's still 3 wide. 3, almost 4 wide, actually. Kiro actually had less help going through there. Holy crap. Let's see, the winner's knocked out. Dalton. Oh, Dalton was the only winner knocked out. Zimmerman is 6 laps down. Still twitching on pit road, so he's pretty much out of the race. Ravenhurst is currently last of the lead lap cars. Mullen pulls out. Yes, I'm still paying attention to the race. Let's see. Kaiser is running up here in the field. Hunter led the previous lap and is currently running second. And those are our 5 winners, I think. Let's see, Kiro. That I mentioned. Tani and yeah, those are our 5 winners that I mentioned. Alright. So Mullen's out front. Hunter Kiro is second. Now here comes Ryan Vaughn to the inside of Lionheart now, gunning for third. Can't quite get there though as the Gwyn pushes Lionheart out of the corner. Now to the inside, here comes Lionheart trying to get to the inside of Kiro. And he will. Further back in the pack, there's still 3. Well, they were 3 wide. They're no longer 3 wide. Also, speaking of Kiro, big announcement actually. Pathfinder Racing is going to expand to 2 cars later on this season. The team did not say when or which driver, but they will be expanding to 2 cars later on this season with the driver currently in the roster. Here comes Lionheart now to the inside of Mullen. I didn't want to interrupt the announcement because I had cut over here as they were going. Anyways, 3 wide for third once again, but here comes Lionheart trying to get the lead away from Mullen. Lionheart, an accomplished super speedway driver. I don't think he's got a win on the super speedway, but he's damned good on the super speedways. He said Dale Earnhardt Sr., one of his biggest inspirations when it came to super speedway racing. Mullen, though, leads the lap with a push from Alan Bledsoe. Outside line, 2 OP on the straightaways, please nerf. I don't know, I just felt like making that joke. Anyways, Vaughn has worked his way up to third now. But it looks like Alan Bledsoe does not want to give up on that outside lane. Here comes Lionheart now trying to get to the inside of Mullen once again for the lead. And this time Mullen, without help in the draft, will actually be cleared by Lionheart in the 3. But as they reach the straightaway, Mullen now has help from Alan Bledsoe. Still leads at the line. Llama's going to be lapped here shortly, actually. As there's actually a huge pack of cars here that are slower, probably involved with wreck. And yes, the 49 is still having a seizure on pit road, apparently. As a note, I'm saying that as a joke because, well, hold on. Look at the car. It is actually moving around. Alright? I'm making a joke about it, but well, that's what it's doing. Okay? Now, Mullen, without drafting help, this time Lionheart has a bunch of drafting help. This time Lionheart's gonna get the draft off the 48. Now Lionheart actually finally leads the lap, but here comes Mark Boston. Almas is gonna maybe sort of slow part of the field. Lionheart gets around him. Boston gets around him. Quickborn's gonna get around him. Tain's to the inside of Llamas. Gonna pass him before the end of the turn. And Llamas not actually slowing down the field all that much. Just Llamas has gotten up to speed now. Here comes Quickborn for second on the 13 of Mark Boston. Of course, the first 2 races of the season won by rookies. Past 3 veterans. So, oh boy, they're 4 wide again. They were 4 wide, and we all know what happened last time they went 4 wide. Much smaller pack, though, so maybe less of a chance of them going 4 wide. It's been calm for the past 10 laps, though. Of course, calm in a relative way. Just like time. How calm a situation is relative. Anyways, Mark Boston to the inside of Lionheart for the lead. As we were saying earlier, rookies won the first 2 seasons of the race. High-speed tracks. Daytona. The first of 6 super speedway races this season. This being the second. Ooh, almost contact between the 3 and the 13. Lionheart trying to side draft to 13, even though that technically does not exist in this game. Holy crap. Anyways, oh god, they're 4 wide. They're 4 wide. This is not good. Quickborn easily losing spots, hence, so this 4 wide situation is diffused. But oh god, that scared me for a second. Anyways, but Homestead, another high-speed track. Not as high-speed as Super Speedway, of course, but still high-speed, and a rookie won that race, too. They're 3 wide for third, almost made contact there between the 14 of Gorman and the 3 of Lionheart. Gorman finally having some good luck. Riles also having some good luck. He's actually led a couple of laps in this race. Several drivers in the back of the pack, or rather, tail end of the points, having great days this race so far, and I'm surprised my game hasn't crashed because the night version likes to crash on TV1 cam occasionally, and it hasn't, so yay. Anyways. Now Gorman to the lead. But Riles is right behind him. Are into 71, trying to get to the inside of the 97. She will. Can she get to the inside of the 14? She will. Barely. That is a quarter final. Nose to nose, wheel to wheel, coming off to the final corner. But as we saw earlier with Mullen and Lionheart, can Gorman... Actually, Gorman won't lead up the line. Holy shit. I guess it's just the power of the 56 of Mullen, who's, guess what? In the middle lane. Oh god, the 4 wide again. I should start doing clickbaity titles for these races. Like if I were to start doing that for these races, like, I for this race it'd be, why are we 4 wide? Which is the quote from one of the races in the USOR. Oh god, they're 4 wide 2 times over! There's contact between the 73 and the 88! Thankfully no wreck, but holy shit! You'd think race car drivers would learn. But nope. They don't learn. They merely remember. Alright, anyways, there's a race at Talladega in the US World Cup Series, and there was like a restart in the middle of the race, and like almost immediately we were 4 wide. And I shouted, "Why are we 4 wide?" and whatnot, and so I think I'm gonna. So yeah. I should stop saying "so yeah" to punctuate my point. Anyways, a pair of Toyotas up front. Mahari in the 71, R.J. Bishop in the 91. Here comes McWhorter now. He won the Clash before the 2 Counts 500. And now he's third and rapidly catching that 91 car. Of course, he's in the Scion, not a Toyota. He's got his teammate and co-team owner, Tony Kaiser, right behind him. Yeah, these guys are about half a lap down. They're still on the lead lap, but they're half a lap away from being lapped. That's how big this track is, though. Now, here comes McWhorter gunning for second and the lead simultaneously as Bishop moves Mahari up the track. Here comes McWhorter to the inside with a push from Carpenter, who just a lap or two ago made contact with the 73. Goes to show you just how much can change in 1 lap. Look, Lionheart's back up here as well, and Ryan Vaughn's going to try and take it 4 wide. Doesn't have the draft to have that happen, though. And now they're 4 wide. And they're 4 wide in a row farther back in the field. Great. McWhorter actually led the lap, though, as now he's only going to clear the 91 and 71 now that they're on the straightaway. Here comes Carpenter, though, another accomplished superspeedway driver with Lionheart in the 3. Lionheart, do not make it 4 wide. He doesn't, thankfully. I know, the AI cars can't actually hear me, but whatever. Carpenter to the lead. The crowd goes wild. The famous 88 car, currently driven by Dale Jr., won't be next year. Leading at... He led the lap there. Yay him. Lionheart takes the lead going into turn 1 now. As, yes, this is a small pack of cars, but they're oh so close together still. Any freeloaders? Here's some freeloaders. 86 Miller and 69 of Ekroth, 18 of Osami Kiro. And these guys, not freeloaders because they are technically in a pack. Here comes Gorman now, trying to lead another lap. But it's Lionheart on the outside. He will lead the lap instead. Cousins, I believe he started second. He's going to try and take the lead for himself. Can't quite get to the 14 though. Hunter Kiro made his way back up to the front. Can he do something up here? He has a strong car. I don't think he's led any laps in this race, though. I could be wrong about that, though. And I just realized that I forgot to import the splitter, or the valence, or put this valence on Kiro's car, as well as Quickborn's car. Whoops. Not that that really matters in the... I just want all the cars to look the same, okay? All cars have the valence on the front, alright? I forgot to do that when I put the winter decals on the 92. Whoops. I'll go ahead and fix that later. I also got to fix the 78 because I forgot to put the splitter on his, or not the splitter, the valence on his car, because technically, Quickborn, he was a re-entry after removing him from the initial roster for this season because of the fact that I had like over 40 drivers and I was going to remove a few. He's one of the drivers that I removed, however, because we had to get rid of several people who, or before the season, had to get rid of several people because they weren't active for a very long time in the chat. Should have actually been removed earlier. He was re-added in to help fill the void and get us up from 37 to 38 cars. Woohoo! Okay, anyways, but back to the race. Getting back to the race. We'll have 40 to go at the line as the drivers now fly down into turn 3. Hey, where'd Kiro go? Oh, Hunter fell all the way back to the back of the pack again. Now, when will these guys have to pit? Because this is a 3-mile track. Half a mile longer than Daytona. And at Daytona, I believe they went between 35 and 40 laps on a single tank of gas. And these guys did pit on lap 3. Here comes Mullen now, trying to get to the inside of Lionheart. Mullen versus Lionheart round 2, I guess, for the lead, because Lionheart was on the inside last time, Mullen was on the outside. Mullen, the clear winner, though, this time around. Anyways, but, so, with this track being larger, will the pit window be shorter? Will it be the same? Will it be longer? Somehow. Who knows? All I know is Mullen is leading, Bishop is second, Mark Boston is third, and you have the 3-car losing a spot to Gorman. Is Boston trying to take the lead away from Mullen? Remember, Boston did lead a couple laps earlier in this race. So did the 14 and Gorman. And I hate it when the cars do that because it makes it look like they're pulling down pit road. Boston and Bishop side by side in a pair of Toyotas rather, as the Dodge leads. That is the 56 Mullen. Just checking the speeds of cars. Oh God, Riles, do not make it 4 wide. Oh, you must have heard me. I don't know. Again, making that. Again! Oh, actually, cars are pitting this time by. Mahari, Alan Bledsoe, Kiro, and Hayner all coming down pit road. Wait. Oh, yeah. Now we know why the 49 was having a seizure. Apparently the suspension went out on the car. Alright, who's going to pit this time by? The leader, Mullen, Gwynn, Riles, Kaiser, Lionheart, Vaughn, Tang, the 12, the 7, all coming down pit road. Here's the group that pitted. Oh, wait, no, this is the leaders. So I know a fuel run can be between 28 and 30 laps, roughly. 27 to 29 laps. This is a very horrible camera angle for pit road. And here comes the field rounding. Turns 3 and 4 once again. Who's going to come down pit road for this? Or who's not going to pit this time? Gorman and this guy, the 84. Technically, Cody Lamas doesn't need to pit because of the fact that, oh, I think Gorman just ran out of fuel or something. Gorman is slowing way up. The 84 easily passes him. There's something wrong with Gorman. He's only going 130 miles an hour. Oh, McWhorter. McWhorter's out of fuel. They're not on the apron. They're still on track. Can they make it to pit road? The officials have not... have the officials called a caution? They have not. It's still green. The 84 will at least make it to pit road. I don't think Gorman will. They're finally off the track, though. Oh! McWhorter into the barrels. Oh, the 14 hard into the barrels. Does the caution come out? Is the caution out? That is the question, because if not, then I'm throwing a goddamn caution for that. Yeah, Lamas is coming down pit road. Caution isn't out. Yeah, caution's not out. I'm throwing a goddamn caution.
Yellow's out. Can you see the pit sign now, or is it
Llama should have hit the 14 in real life.
Leaders on pit road.
That would have been a goddamn... As the 84 did indeed hit the barrels, but not enough to really do anything. But the 14 just slammed into them. As Riles leads at the line, with Bishop right behind him. Langton a lap down. Boston is third. Leinhardt fourth. Kaiser is fifth. '84 McWhorter is off of pit road, and I guess officials are allowing him to speed around. So I think he beat the leader off of pit road. Alex Miller retires from an accident. Or not Alex Miller. That's the 86. Andrew Gorman retires because of an accident. Alex Miller's in an 86. How do I get that confused? Alex Miller is right... What the... Should be a huge gap right here. No, there shouldn't be a huge gap. There's Alex Miller. Anyways. Let's go to Andrew... Actually, let's go to the 84 because he technically put it on the same lap. Oops. Alright. We're going to go into the roof cam. There's C. McWhorter. McWhorter. He hits the cone. That's not necessarily a violation as long as... Because while that is a violation in NASCAR, that's not a violation here. He does hit the barriers, but he's able to make it... He's able to continue on. Now, Alex Miller, however... he misses the cone because the cone was already hit. But he just slams into the tire barriers. Now let's see if Lamas would have driven right through where he is. Just picture his car right here. Whoa, Lamas went by. Ah, crap. I missed it, because... Oh well. Oh well. But Lamas would have driven right through where he was, so... Still got a lap left. There we go. Alright, so the inside line will be Langton and Rayford's Legacy Llamas. Riles, Bishop, Boston, Leinhardt, Kaiser, Bourne, Cousins, Ron, Tang, Carpenter, Mahari, Hayner, Mullen, Bledsoe, Gwynn. The top 15. As this is a huge track, so I get to accelerate all I fucking want. Off of the fourth turn. Pace car pulls off. And the green is out. They accelerate down past it into turn one. Llama's already taken it 3 wide against people who were laps down. Out with him. Actually, Llamas is 2 laps down. So, and Riles pulls out ahead as Bishop having a hard time getting around the lap traffic on a high side. Here comes Bishop, though he's in the draft of the 97. Remember, these tall spoilers give off a lot of downforce for these drivers. Yes, they give off a lot of drag, but they give off enough downforce where the drag is slightly offset. This also creates a huge hole in the air that allows drivers to quickly catch up to other drivers. Yay, aerodynamics lessons for the NSCA Cup Series. Bishop, or rather Riles Bishop Vaughn, with the 88 and 12 battling for 4th. Ooh, a little bit of a crossover there. With Vaughn deciding to take the high line instead of the bottom lane when Lamas would have been in his way. They're 3 wide for 4th. Here comes Mullen now. Of course, that big, huge hole of air, filling the huge hole of air that Lamas has made. And Cousins gets it down right in front of him. Now here comes Cousins to the inside of Mullen. Lap traffic, of course, playing a key factor. Actually, which lap cars are still up here? 47, 4, and 82 are the ones we're looking for. The 82 is still at the tail end of this huge pack, or lead pack rather. 47 and the 4 are almost at the end of the secondary pack that's falling behind because of the lap traffic in the first one. Lamas, of course, 2 laps down, trying to get one of those back. Of course, we've been green for a few laps, so I do believe they'll need to pit one more time. With 5 or 6 laps, like between 6 and 3 laps to go, they'll need to pit. So the pit crews will be deciding this race. Oh, we have skid marks and all whatnot back here. There are skid marks exiting turn 2. I wonder what that was from. I'm not going to go back and look at the replay because it might have been something that happened under caution when I was accelerating, so I might not be able to look at it. Bourne's gone around Lamas. Mullen's gone around Lionheart's. Steven Merzlak. He's making a show up here. He's made his way up to the front. Can he do something about it? Kiro, the pole sitter, already back up to 5th. Gonna be going for that second win. I think the only person still in contention that has won a race previously this season that can still go and get a second win. Or is the... Well, no, because the 83 of Kaiser can still do it. And Merzlak and Bourne leave Mullen and Riles out to dry. Merzlak up to 2nd. It's going to go for the lead down in front straightaway. Can he get help from the 92 of Kiro, though? Mullen drops down behind Kiro. Nguyen behind Mullen. Nguyen, though, going to get to Mullen's inside as Merzlak going for the lead. He's had good luck this season. He's had piss poor luck this season. He's also going to be replacing one of his sponsors, undecided, with another sponsor. Because in this league, you can only have up to 2 sponsors. Mainly for the sake of speed and time and whatnot, that I can paint cars, because I will paint most of the cars. In fact, I think Merzlak schemes I did not paint. I just assembled them because he sent me all the resources for them. Kiro's car. Most of these schemes actually have been recycled from previous seasons. I mean, Lamas's 48 scheme was Jennifer Legacy's Season 2 scheme before I... Whoops, I dropped my phone. Before I swapped it over to what the NSCA is, and Merzlike led the lap, but unfortunately lost it. Anyways, getting back on track here with the cycled schemes. Well, Bishop sent me the Sirius XM scheme, which is the one that was used by Fringe Roar Racing early on in the season with Eric Jones. He just sent me basically a later version of that, so, eh. No, 70, well actually no, 78's a new scheme, whatnot. There are a few recycled schemes in here from the initial version of Season 2, like Kiro's car, Ryle's car. I believe the 99's a new version of the scheme. 47's technically recycled from the initial version of Season 2. The 82 is a recycled version from the initial version of Season 2. Also, I just realized, I think the 84 in this... No, the 84 is using this scheme. Lionheart's scheme was... No, actually, his Wrangler scheme is recycled from Season 1, even though that's technically allowed, because... Oh shit, you know what? We're missing a whole bunch of action up here. Kiro's now leading, but Lamas is trying to get one of his laps back. I should focus on the race. Next time by will be 20 to go, by the way. This race has gone on by quickly. Holy shit, I just realized. I think. Lamas has officially gotten his lap back, but can he hang on to that lap? Kiro's trying to fight back on the inside. Here comes Carpenter now. Lamas' teammate to the inside, though. Has a huge run through turns 3 and 4. Like I said, another accomplished super speedway driver in this race, as is Lionheart and a couple of others. Carpenter has cleared Lamas, or not Lamas. Well, yeah, he's cleared Lamas. He's also cleared Kiro. Oh man, I am just all over the place today. Oh god, Jackie Tang's on the apron. Thankfully, he's able to keep it down there. And not just come straight back up the track with traffic on his outside causing a huge wreck. So, did the smart thing there. Meanwhile, his teammate, Julian Nguyen, is battling up here. Was battling for second. Kiro slingshots back around Carpenter for the lead. Coming into 19 laps to go. Once again, these guys still need to make a pit stop. Probably within 10 to go in order to make it. Kiro leads the lap. And they're 3 wide, not 4 wide, thankfully. Also, I'm using the day version because I believe the nighttime version would crash my game because I believe I've had issues with it crashing my game. So, in case you're wondering, because I think I initially said it was or in case you're confused about the thumbnail, because it was a night race on the thumbnail. I just wanted to make sure the game didn't crash in the middle of me recording the race. Alright, and now Carpenter's gonna slingshot back around Kiro for the lead. As they're technically 3 wide for second, even though one of the cars isn't, or not second, third. Even though one of those cars isn't racing for position. Now they're 3 wide for 5th. And Kiro is going to try and slingshot with help from Tony Kaiser back around Carpenter for the lead. This is getting juicy, folks, and I believe we have 18 to go. Ow! I just got my hand caught up in the cord for my headphones. Whoops. Kaiser now going to try and go for the lead with help from Ryan Vaughn in the 2. With help from his Penske teammate, the 12 of, what's his name? Dominic Cousins, that's right. Of course, Discount Tire announcing that they're going to be sponsoring Brad Keselowski in the Monster Energy Cup Series in real life in 2018. And coincidentally, this game shows them on a Discount Tire scheme to be running this race. So, well then. Kaiser has the lead, Vaughn second. Penske teammate. Wow, okay. That was a dry burp. That also hurt a little bit. Anyways, Cousins gets around his teammate. Here comes the 69 of Andrew Eckroth for third with help from the 24. Oh god, they're 4 wide. They're still 4 wide. They're still 4 wide. They're still 4 wide. This is going to be bad, folks. Potentially. Somehow they got away with it, but they're still 4 wide. Hayner to third, rather. Tank backs out of it, but Ryan Vaughn's now caught in the 4 wide. Lamas backs out of it. They're no longer 4 wide. Alright. Erzlag back up to the front. He's going to try and pass the 6 of Hayner on the outside, which is weird. Hayner's now up to second, and Quick Born up to third. Riles back up to fourth. Mullins battling Cousins for fifth now. But here comes Alana Keshiel. First time we talked about her today. This big pack of cars cycling around this track at in excess of 200 miles an hour. Of course, I say that, and Alana Keshiel's only going 199. I hate it when the universe tries to prove me wrong. Anyways, here's the 3 people who are... Well, actually, I think the 18's on the lead lap. Yeah, the 18's on the lead lap. In fact, she's the last car on the lead lap. We do have some stragglers, like the 84 McWhorter, who was leading earlier, or at least going for the lead, and he actually made it to pit road, unlike Alex Miller, or not, Andrew Gorman. Riles leads now. This is what I get for recording when I'm a little bit tired. Anyways, Quickborn second, Hayner third, Kaiser fourth, Keshiel fifth, Mullins sixth, and the 12 and the 7 battling for seventh. Actually, now the 12 is going to battle Mullins for sixth. For the lead up front, Parascions going up against the Pontiac and Ford. And Quickborn to the lead now. I believe he's middle of the points. No, Kaiser's middle of the points. Riles farther. Actually, Riles I think is in the middle of the points as well. Hayner I know is in the middle of the points. Cody Lamas I know is the points leader, and he's battling to try and get one of his 2 laps back that he's down. Mullins actually way back down towards the bottom of the points list. In fact, I think he's third to last. Fourth to last, somewhere around there. So he's basically having a day that is a win for him. Merzlak's actually doing pretty decent in the points, despite some of his bad luck in a couple of the races so far this season. So, as long as Mullen can get some top 10 in this race, he can still do pretty good. I think there's still several people who have not actually gotten chase points this season. Kaiser has the lead now. So we're coming up on 10 laps to go, so they will need to pit within the next, I project, 10 laps to make it to the finish. And unfortunately, I used my caution from when Andrew Gorman idiotically hit the end of the pit wall in order to throw that caution. Hayner now going for the lead. Llama's not battling for third. He is a lap down, as I've said multiple times. Who am I, Rick Allen? Steven Merzlag, of course, having a great run so far this season. Race. Ah! Andrew Eggroth having a decent race. Alan Bledsoe, also a driver who's had piss poor luck this season. Also having a great race today. Mahari's also having a great race. Picked up several points the last couple of races. I thought Lamas there was actually going to get to the inside of Hayner before turn 1. That did not appear to be the case, as Chase Carpenter, his teammate, right behind him. Next time by will be 10 laps to go in the race. So, as here comes Chase Carpenter now, trying to try and get to Lamas' inside before turn 3. Come on, brain. Put words together in a complete and grammatically correct sentence. Merzlak now trying to get to the inside of the 88. Carpenter blocks, realizes that is probably the dumbest move he'll make this race with as late as it is. And even with there being 10 laps to go, as your pole sitter Bledsoe and Mahari decide to come down pit road, that might be a good move, though. They're 4 wide going into turn 1. Vaughn backs out of it, though. Alright, so... so the 92, the 24, and the 71 all come down pit road. Here comes Merzlak now to the inside of Hayner. As we come to 9 to go. So these guys... So, they're actually... Okay, the 18 of the Sami pits. Merzlak now leads. But I do believe he's going to come down pit road this time by... I'm wrong about that. It's just Cousins, Vaughn, Nguyen, and I believe there's another blue car in there. Miller. Field now laps Kiro as he comes off of pit road. Merzlak now has led a lap. Can he get a win? Can he actually have some good luck despite being a short track? He's either short track or a road course guy. I believe a road course guy. Here comes the 7080 Quick Born. Trying to get to the inside of the 7. He will this time by. Who will come down pit road? Remember, pit crews are going to... hold on. Alright. As Riles pits, Hayner, Keshuel, Kaiser, Leinhart, Vaughn, Ekroth, Tang, all come down pit road. Bourne led the lap, but here comes Steven Merzlak. Sorry, I had someone try calling me, so I was a little bit distracted. Now it's just these 3 and Chase Carpenter that needs to pit. Will they come down pit road this time by? I do believe they are. There'll be 7 laps to go up the line. All 5 drivers come down pit road. Pit speed, I believe, is 65 miles an hour. Oh, that explains why they were all slowing down. Oh no, it's 70 miles an hour. Oops. Alright, now it's just a matter of who will get out of pit road and where will they come out of pit road at in the turn when it comes to where everybody else is on track. I believe Merzlak has just won the race off of pit road against the other 4 people. As the same person is trying to call me. There's Merzlak. Merzlak is off of pit road, or onto the track and almost up to speed with these three guys. This might be the race for the win right here. Coming to 6 laps to go. Is Riles the leader? Riles is the leader. Alright, these are the four people battling for the win here. Riles, Mullen, Cousins, Merzlak. Most of these guys farther back in the points. Having great days. Cousins trying to get around Mullen. Can't quite do it without drafting help rather. Coming to 4 to go. Alright, this person is being very consistent, or persistent, so, Riles to the inside of the 56 of Mullen for the lead. Oh, shit! It's Merrick Ishtar, suddenly. They catch the 04 Merrick Ishtar. Mullen stuck behind the 04. Riles still with the lead. Cousins now to second. Merzlak to third. Mullen gets out from behind the 04. Not sure if these lap cars here will be in the way. This is 2 to go right now. Can Merzlak or Cousins get to the 97 of Riles? Here comes Merzlak now. Trying to get to the 12 as Cousins can't get there. Cousins now to the inside of Riles. This might be for the win. They are coming to the white flag now. Merzlak now with John Mullen on his outside. White flag is out. This is the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. As they round turns 1 and 2. Oh! Merzlak's engine! Let's go in turns 1 and 2! Bad lugs, once again striking the 17. Another mechanical failure, yet again. Merzlak punching the dashboard. You see it in the windshield there. Meanwhile, back up front, this is the race for the win. Riles out front. Can Cousins and Mullen get to the 97? Off of turn number 4. This 4-man race became a 3-man race. Mullen to the inside of Cousins for second, but Riles will win at Pensacola. Who's going to finish 4th? It's the 24 of Bledsoe. He will finish 4th. Merzlak still in turns 3 and 4. He's losing more and more spots every second. Pensacola. Ford, back-to-back wins now in the series. Riles also getting his first win in a long time. I forgot what his losing streak was. But man, heartbreak for the 7 of Merzlak. Broken ignition. Riles, Cousins, Mullen, Bledsoe, Mahari, Carpenter, Leinhardt, Tang, Nguyen, Bishop, Keshiel, Vaughn, Bourne, Hayner, Kaiser, your top 15. And not to make it a habit out of the even numbered races not having results at the end of these videos, here's the rest of the results. Man, oh man. Well, that was certainly exciting. Alright. Next week is Vermont. Next week is also a double chase points race. So, that certainly should be interesting. Congratulations to Bryce Riles and the entire number 97 team. But until we get to Vermont, actually, you know what? That doesn't make any sense with what I'm about to say. Oh well. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you at the next race. So long, folks.